Kinda late now, huh? Sorry I kept you out so long.
平気だよ。私も楽しかったし。
It would have felt a bit weird to say goodbye and head straight home after the ice cream, so we instead strolled around the shopping area by the station for a bit. We saw a movie earlier and ate ice cream together afterward, and now we are walking around while gazing at the nighttime scenery. It was a bit of a sudden invitation on my part, but it did feel like it turned out to be a proper date all the same. There was just one thing nagging me.
ねえねえ、昔ここで釣りしたら怒られたよね。
Yeah, we did. I'm surprised you still remember that.
私変なことはたくさん覚えてるから。
It hurts seeing her direct that smile at me. There doesn't seem to be a hint of nervousness or tension on her face. There's no indication that she's anxious of how I perceive her. It's just the normal, natural face she'd give towards her childhood friend. It feels like rejection to me, like she doesn't see me as a romantic interest. The more and more those thoughts spin around in my mind, the lonelier I begin to feel.
ねえ、どうかしたの？
Huh? I think I might have got a slight stomach ache. That Coke at the movies immediately followed by ice cream afterward probably did it.
本当に？大丈夫？
She really knows how to play dirty. I can't just lie to her and say I have a stomach ache. That won't work on her. That's how it's always been. Whenever anxiety shows on my face, she's quick to notice and offer her help. Say, if I became a more proactive kind of guy than I am now, would I make your heart race?
どうしたの？急に。
I don't want the relationship we once had. At the very least, I want her to toss out that past me and view me as the person I am now. If I can be a bit honest with you, my heart's been racing this whole time. I mean, I'm just some unpopular chump at school, yet here I am on a date with a girl. On top of that, it's with Minahara Himari, the girl from my class. No guy on this earth could be in a situation like this and keep his heart from pounding.
私にドキドキしてたの？
Yeah, never stopped since the moment I called you early afternoon. That's why I picked my outfit in a panic and styled my hair in front of the mirror, something I haven't done in God knows how long. When I was waiting on Main Street and saw you walking towards me, my heart was honest to God pounding against my chest like a sledgehammer. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, I'd be happy if you'd go on a date with me again. Of course, that's only if you want to, Himari. No, Minahara-san. We aren't little kids anymore. So things that appeared one way back then appear entirely different now. And that's precisely why I can now realize her beauty, something I never took notice of back then. Ha ha! Well, never mind my rambling. Sorry for saying all that weird stuff all of a sudden. I'm sure I look like a clown right now.
今日は本当に私のことちゃんとデートに誘ってくれたんだね。ごめんね。
Why the sudden apology?
今日は私はしゃぎすぎてたかもしれない。こうして二人で外に出かけるのなんて本当に久しぶりだったから。だから。
Himari stops in her tracks.
心のどこかで今日は昔の延長みたいな気持ちだった。ランドセル置いてそのままお互いの部屋でゲームしたりテレビを見ていたあの頃みたいに。でも今日は違ったんだね。ごめんね、私本当にバカで。こんな風に一生懸命おしゃれしてきてくれたのに、私今日は一人で子供みたいに浮かれてた。
With that, Himari touches my hair. I eagerly styled it up in front of the mirror earlier today, but it's now, for the most part, lying flat because of the sea breeze.
私たちもう子供じゃないんだね。
Yeah, that's right.
気づくのかちょっと遅かった。 せめて今日電話もらった時それに気がついていたら私も今日はもっとデートっぽくできたかもしれないのに。
Finally, after that, Himari looks at me with an embarrassed expression.
ごめんね、今日は映画の話ばっかりしちゃって退屈だったよね。
Not at all.
他にも私空気読めない発言とかいっぱいしちゃったと思うし。
Haha, now you're just getting too hung up over it.
ねえ、もう一回言って。
Hmm?
私のこと皆原さんって。
Minahara-san. Minahara-san, Minahara-san, Minahara-san.
違う、もうそういうことじゃなくて。
I know. It was just the way she was averting her eyes from me, with her face tinged a little red. It was so captivating. Hey, Minahara-san. It's getting kinda late. Want me to walk you home?
はい。
It took an incredible amount of effort to stifle the embarrassment and ask her that one simple question. Himari and I are walking back towards her house alongside one another. Neither of us has said a word to the other for a while now. But nevertheless, this mood makes me incredibly happy. After all, it serves as proof that, unlike yesterday, both Himari and I are now conscientious of each other.
一つわがまま言っちゃったね。
What is it?
この先右に曲がると私の家まですぐだけど、もうちょっとだけこの道をまっすぐ歩きたい。
That'll mean a bit of a detour.
遠回りしたいの。
Sure, I was thinking the same, or Yoko-san might be worried. Sure, I was thinking the same.
そうなんだ。
Man, someone sure seems super happy.
嬉しい。どうしてかな。今嬉しいけどすごく不思議な気分。
What do you mean?
すっごくドキドキもしてるんだけど、それと同じくらい安心もしてる感じ。
Ah, I've got it a little different. My heart's pounding like crazy too, but I'm totally not calm right now.
そうなの？
Yeah, a girl's feelings can be a complicated thing. So, me being the guy, I can't let my guard down for 1 second.
何それ？
So, we aren't turning right here?
ありがとう。
No problem.
ねえ。
Another selfish favor?
ああ、うん。そのデートまた誘ってほしいなって。次は私もちゃんと心の準備していくから。
Of course, Minahara-san, or you know how to communicate what you want, Himari. I kinda don't like calling her Minahara-san. It feels so distant. You really know how to communicate what you want, Himari. Being a guy, I can't possibly say no after hearing you say all that.
私そんなに甘え上手な方じゃないと思うけど。
Really now?
上手じゃないよ。だってもし私が本当に甘え上手だったら。
Yeah, then?
なんでもない。忘れて。
Well, great! Now you've got me dying with curiosity.
たまには私から意地悪するのも悪くないでしょ。もう着いちゃうね。
Yeah. I feel like this is it. This is the right mood to take her hand. Take her hand or don't take her hand. Let's take her hand.
ありがとう。今日は送ってくれて。
Huh? Oh, yeah. I was out of it this entire time, and next thing I know, we are already at her house. It's a little regrettable and almost makes me wish we'd taken a little longer of a detour.
どうする？もしよかったら上がっていく？お母さんも喜ぶと思うけど。
Nah, I'll pass for today. I don't want to imagine all the things she'd say to us if she found out we went on a date. It'd be the commotion of the century.
そうだね。絶対に質問攻めにされて、きっと今夜は家に帰してもらえないかも。
Oh, do you want me to stay over? Haha, I was just playing with you. I sure as heck can't stay over now that we are all grown up. Why is that?
でもお母さんだったら喜んで止めちゃいそうだけど。でもダメ。だって私が恥ずかしいし。
Haha! Where are you going? I said I was just playing. I wouldn't accept her letting me stay over with no hesitation whatsoever. Right now it makes me happier to have a certain amount of distance between us. And of course I'm not referring to the distance of strangers, but the distance between two members of the opposite sex. After all, I feel like I've come to understand a little of how painful it can be when the other doesn't see you in that way at all. Alright, have a good night then. Thanks for coming with me today. I had a lot of fun.
私の方こそありがとう。すっごく楽しかった。今夜メールしてもいい？
Yeah, anytime. Alright then, see you later.
気をつけて帰ってね。
After saying goodbye, I make my way straight home, taking no detours. I want to get home quickly, take my bath, and then just wait for Himari to message me before going to sleep. I was gazing up at the twinkling stars that extended above my head, while fully aware that my face was naturally contorting into a smile. One message from Himari. I got a message from her. Subject, it's me. I'm really sorry about today. I just had to apologize to you once via message. I mean, you told me not to worry about it and that you had fun and all, but I just don't want you to come to hate me. Good night. No way I could ever be mad at her. I know that Himari's always been overly conscientious about things like this. We'd sometimes fight over the most pointless of things, only to have Himari come up to me with a big smile on her face the next day as if nothing had happened. I continued to exchange texts with Himari while recalling various tidbits from our childhood, until eventually I got tired and fell asleep. It's May 27th.
やべ、そろそろ髪切りに行かなきゃ。
And what's so bad about that? You out of money for this month or something?
いや、そうじゃないんだ。ほら、俺って天パだろ。だからどこへ切りに行っても基本的に満足のいく仕上がりにならなくて。
Wow, really? I mean, curly hair isn't exactly rare, so don't you think maybe you just aren't going to the right places?
いや、どこの店に行っても基本的に同じなんだ。俺たち天パは髪が伸びるとかなりボリュームがあるように見えるんだけど、実は濡らしてみるとそこまでボリュームはなかったりするんだ。何せ天パは巻いてるからさ。
Ah, I see.
だから濡らす前のボリュームのイメージで切られると、単発は嫌だって言ってるのにバッサリ切られたりして。下手な店だとボリュームがあるから減らしましょうねとか言ってきて、すきばさみでガンガン髪の毛減らされて、気がつけば髪型はいつも病人のように。
Man, people with naturally curly hair really have it bad. I never knew. I recall having a friend with curly hair once, and I said to him, "Man, I'd love to have hair curly like yours. I mean, I imagine it dries really fast." That friend legitimately snapped at me hearing that. Straight hair or curly hair, it seems matters of hair are a source of endless worry for guys and girls alike. I'd say the ideal scenario would be to get to that point where you are able to just cut it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
ああ、それなら自分で美容師目指すのもありかもな。
Thus another normal school day began with me getting into a super enthusiastic conversation about hair. Alright, break time, baby! Our boring SL class is now over, so naturally my excitement goes through the roof. Alrighty then, now where do I go? Let's go to Himari. It's currently break time in between classes. Oh, there's Himari. Let's go ahead and talk to her. Hi there, on your way to get a drink at the cafeteria or something? For some odd reason, she very evidently didn't want to see me.
ごめん。私、行くね。
Hey! She then disappears down the stairs. I guess it's about time I man up and confess to her. Oh, confess or don't confess. Let's just do it. Let's do this. I'm a man, goddammit. This is the very goal I've been busting my ass off for ever since school started back in spring. I then returned to our classroom and earnestly pondered how I should go about confessing to her. All throughout, I couldn't quite get Himari's face upon seeing me from earlier out of my mind.
Fureraba.
Tomorrow is the day! The 30th of June is finally upon us. I've decided to do my confession on that day if I'm gonna do it. There's no point in getting cold feet now. My feelings are crystal clear and I want to properly tell her how I feel. But damn, I'm nervous. My plan is to ask Himari to go on a date with me tomorrow. Even in the event that she already has plans for the day, I'm positive I can get enough of her time to confess at the very least. Let's do this. I waste no more time and shoot her a call.
はい。もしもし。
Himari?
どうしたの？急に電話くれるなんて。もしもし。
I was wondering, are you free tomorrow? I was wondering if you'd be down to go on a date with me tomorrow. And I'm not talking about hanging out and like going to an arcade or something. I want to take you out on a real date. Well, that's my plan. So, would you want to do that?
そんなことない。嬉しい。それで時間は何時にどこへ行けばいいかな。
Yeah, does half past 6 in the evening on Main Street sound good?
夕方？その時間だと外暗くなってると思うけど。
Yeah, that's fine. I actually have a place in mind I want to take you. And of course, I'll walk with you back to your house afterwards, so you won't have to worry about that.
わかった。
Alright then, that's all I wanted. So, good night.
明日楽しみにしてるから。
That's good. It'd be bad for me if you weren't, you know.
そうだね。それじゃおやすみなさい。
Good night to you too. Phew! Holy hell, that was nerve-wracking. How many years has it been since I've been this nervous about asking Himari to do something? Am I really gonna be alright tomorrow? Okay, now time to get to work. Need to find a nice place and make a reservation online. I'm actually planning on spending a bit of money to take Himari to a fancy restaurant. On our last date when we went to the movies, Himari never realized how crazy she was making my heart pound until I told her later. Taking her to a nice restaurant will give me an opportunity to do the same to her, and I also figured it'd probably be better to go with something more fitting for adults this time. Oh, this place is nice, and also not too pricey. I'm paying for everything tomorrow. Knowing Himari, I'm sure she'll want to pay for herself, but this time at least, I'm gonna insist on it. My intent isn't to show her I'm serious through my willingness to pay or anything like that. I have my reasons for it. Mainly that when I take her out tomorrow, I don't want to treat her as my childhood friend, but rather as a woman. I'll make her heart race guaranteed. Just a smile won't suffice for me now. I want her to see me as a man, and I at least want to see her blush because of me.